So I have a Daikin unit. This unit has been running for 6 years. I think it's been a year since our last cleaning. Let's check it out. Oh, usually this one you can clean very easily. This inside the blower is the one that's very dirty. Check it out, guys. So dirty. This will cause your airflow to be very low and you will start to feel not enough cold. It's a symptom of dirty fan blower. Welcome back to Aircon Lounge. I have a mini split here. So I'm going to move all these things away and show you guys how to clean mini split. So I clear off this area. We're going to inspect what's the condition of this mini split before we clean. So I'm not a professional air conditioner cleaner. We do design work and we monitor the installation work. Hands-on thing we know how to do, but we don't really practice it. It's good for this video because I'm just like a normal homeowner. So let's see what are the problems I can find and share with you all. First of all, what tools do you need? The tool you need is this. I'm kidding, just a small screwdriver. So there are a few things you need to do. First, let's just take off these two nasty filters. Right? You can see the coil is very clean. Usually we don't really need to clean the coil unless this thing has been sitting for years, you never clean it, then the dirt will go into the coil. We talk about chemical cleaning. Is when this is severely stuck. They become crystallized, solidified. Then you need crystal to soften it, only you can clean it. After removing the filter, we need to unscrew. Depends on your model. You see where is the screw, then you just unscrew. You can check the installation manual. Just open it up. Sometimes your one maybe have here got the screw one. Okay, now comes the hard part. Climb to the top, snap this open. Just pull. So I always say you don't want to install this one too near to the ceiling. Otherwise you can't see, you can't pull. It's very difficult. But of course if you don't have the space, then no choice lah. So we work on what we have. Rotate a bit. This whole thing come out. Put aside. Okay, so we can see if we want to remove the blower, right? The whole drain pan tray you have to come down. The white color and inside the grey color, the whole thing have to come down. So this thing is been pressing it, So this power cover, we have to remove it. Now we are going to touch the electrical. So it's a good idea to switch off the power. If you're just cleaning the filter, no need to do anything. Here in Malaysia, we have a aircon switch here. No, actually, the disconnect switch at the outdoor is better, but I don't know why our design is like this. The reason why they want a disconnect switch is when you service, right, you don't want other people to accidentally turn on the power. So, give you guys a quick look at the coil condition. See? Actually quite clean, but this is the dirt part. Maybe the filter cannot cover, right? Okay, now we're going to remove this drain tray. This whole thing, right? This actually there's something here blocking, so we just have to move it away. One thing is here. You see here is actually the drain connection. Alright, here is already glue one. Our mini split they do it this way. Our drain pipe is already pre-concealed inside the wall. So we install this one, then we just shove this one in and tape it off here. So when I want to take this one out, this one I have to pull it out, right? Later I have to chuck it back in. You don't want this to have a U shape like this, because the U bend here will collect water after you stop using this one. And here we got jelly, the slime will form very fast one. Then every 1 month, then you will start to leak. So depending on your model, like my one, first I have to unclip, here got the clip here, so I have to unclip these two clips. Now do it two hands, right? Later I'll show you lah. Probably here got something stuck. I have to just pull it out, right? Okay. Here there's a screw. Screw apparently is screwing the coil to the drain tray. Here is another one. Right. So this wiring here just have to be very careful. You need to disconnect this. So there's a pin here. Alright. I think how to put this thing down. So after struggle for quite a bit, I think this cannot be removed because it is a whole body. The drain tray is the whole body. If I want to take out the blower, I'll need to remove the coil. But if you remove the coil, you have this gas leak issue, right? You have to pump down everything. So we're not going to touch the blower wheel, not going to remove it, but we're going to access from here and clean it from here. So to do that, I have to remove these clips on the fan blower. This is my first time removing this kind of clips. My 24 BTU, my bedroom one, is a separate unit. So I can remove the tray, pull out the blower wheel and give it a good cleaning. I think this one is an old unit. They will design this way. New unit, I think all can be removed. So probably your one can be removed. I normally ask service technician to help me service. But for the sake of this video, I'm really dismantling this for the first time. Hooray! It's a success. Right. Are you kidding? Oh no. This can be removed. There's a clip underneath here, so I have to unclip it. Now there's another clip that holds all this thing together. This thing is just too hard, man. Oh, it's not open. Push it harder. All the way to the back. Alright. It is stuck, man. I think there's nothing to do with it. So apparently this got nothing to do with the removal of blower. This thing is stuck. So really can't remove. Just going to wipe from here, and so here is where you access to there's a screw inside to remove blower, but we're not going to remove it, so we're going to clean it manually by hand. Normally, if you ask a technician in Malaysia, right, they come here, right, they do a cleaning, they will remove everything. They take out the whole unit, bring it to a car wash and dismantle everything and wash it thoroughly. Then they assemble back. So if a good technician or good sifu, I would say, they make sure all the flare nut will not leak. But sometimes this thing will leak. After service, then 1 or 2 days, they're not cold again. Sometimes there's a risk lah. But now they all use the water bucket to wash, so they can kind of clean everything, use the pressure washer to blast it off. We don't have all those things, so we can just clean it manually. You want to get easier, then you just buy the bucket from Amazon or any e-commerce store. Actually quite cheap only. Sometimes all this thing you want to clean it like chemical cleaning, you can buy all those foam like shake, spray on it. Also can, and you also can use the old school way, use a towel. But the problem is if we clean it this way, right, all the oil is still stuck there. We can clean off the dust, but the oil is stuck there. We can use chemical to wash, but can't be sure that we can clean off all the chemicals. I'm going to do until I cannot see the black color. Now you can use a small brush to brush inside, but it takes longer. Okay, it's very less already, so I think should be good. So check this out. See, cleaner already. So there's also there's still dust on the surface. Maybe you want to use toothbrush or small brush. It take a lot more effort lah. I think I'm done with the blower. Okay, we're going to clean this one. Just use this to wipe off. But just like you want to follow the line lah, follow the line. So follow the line, just clean it off. Clean some more. See the difference? Here, 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 here. Okay, top part here, the return air, the most dirty part. Just pull it out. Clean. Actually, all this thing is metal lah, so it won't break so easily one. As long as you don't put some crazy force on it. No, you don't want to do this, right? You do this, all will be flat. Then you have problem with the heat exchange later. Okay, you see all this already like done, right? You can buy the thin comb to comb them, or if you only have a few that have problem, maybe you want to just bend them. They're just aluminium. Some are very fragile already, but they are sharp. Be careful, they are very sharp. If you have a thin comb, then it's much better. This condition, I think is still okay. Unless you have a big dent in the front there, then you need to really comb it back. It's not still so bad. A bit, they just like angle away, but still got gaps. Important is you want they have gaps. Okay, so you don't want to mess around all these things. So as long as it is clean, then okay. I think it's very clean. What do you think? Now is the time to clean the filter. Alright, that's about it. I put everything back, clean the blower, clean the filter and wipe everything inside out. Took me about 2.5 hours to complete all these things. So now let's test it. You want to check for any abnormal noise coming out from the blower, because just now we messed with the blower, so we don't want to have any scratchy sound, and we also want to make sure there's no refrigerant leak, because we messed with the coil, and also the drain pipe. Maybe just now we accidentally pulled it, so we have to monitor all these things. So there you have it. Subscribe. Just now I heard there's a small noise, but I think it's okay. For the outdoor unit, usually we no need to clean. It's pretty clean, right?